So this video is all about 422 encoder. So before going and constructing the diagram of 422 encoder, let's see what basically encoder is. So it is a combinational circuit, that's we know, and it has maximum of 2 power input lines where n is the output. So basically the output is logarithm with base 2 of input. So it will produce a binary code equivalent to the input, which is active high. So I told that there will be 2 power n input lines. So among these 2 power n input lines, only one input line will be high for a particular time, and the output is encoded. So what this encoded information says is which input line is set to high or which input line is activated is encoded by the encoder. So it produces a binary code equivalent which says which input is high. So we will also use enable signal if required in the encoder. Let's see the block diagram. So we can clearly see that there are 4 input lines, that is 4. We can represent 4 as 2 power 2. So in the previous discussion, we mentioned that when there are 2 power n input lines, the output lines will be n. So 2 power 2. So we will have 2 output lines. And these 2 output lines will encode the information of which among these 4 y0 to y3 input lines is set to high. So we can make the truth table out of our discussion. So if you observe carefully, we are having 4 input lines. So if y0 is set to high, we are encoding it as 0 0, and if y1 is set to high, we are encoding it as 0 1, and for y2 1, we are encoding it as 1 0, and if y3 is 1, the output is 1 1. So this output information is completely telling us that which input line is set to high. Now this is the truth table we constructed. Now let's make some boolean function a0 which are output of the encoder. So if we observe carefully, we are writing output or boolean functions for a1 and a0. Now let's figure out what is the boolean function for a1. So we need not to make k-map for the simple truth table. So it's not required to make. We can clearly understand, and if you have any problem with direct understanding of truth table, you can go for k-maps. And so let's see the function a1. So when our a1 is high among these 4, you just observe when our a1 is high among these 4. So it is clear that at these conditions our output is 1. So what made our output 1? As y2, when y2 is 1, our output is 1, and when y3 is 1, our output is 1. So whenever y2 or y3, y2 or y3, or is represented with OR gate. So among these y2 and y3, when any of the input lines is set to high, our a1 is high. So a1 equal to y2 plus y3. Similarly, if you look for a0, so a0 is high here and high here. So when our a0 is high, when y1 is high or y3 is high. So y1 is high and y3 is high, y1 or y3. So this is how we got the boolean functions for a1 and a0. Now let's construct the circuit diagram. So it's very simple. We are having 1 and 2 output lines, and we require here one OR gate and here another OR gate. So 2 OR gates. So this is how simple the circuit diagram is. So in this way we can encode our information. So the opposite of encoder is decoder. So what decoder does is, so let us assume if a1 and a0 is 1 and 1. okay, and it receives to the decoder. Okay, let us say this is decoder. So what output of decoder is, so we combined or we encoded 1 1 when our y3 is 1. So when 1 1 arrives at the decoder, the output will be y3. So this is the functionality of encoder and decoder which are in inverse. So thank you for watching video. Have a nice day.